I'm sorry, I thought you were my mom.
I've been called a lot of things in my life, but no guy's ever accused me of looking like his mother. No one as big as you, anyway.
Well, I assumed my mom forgot her tray, and I was just about to shower,
Listen, don't worry about it. If it's a problem, I can go sit outside, or I can have some coffee and listen to music while you're in the shower.
No. Make yourself at home. Just have some coffee. The coffee.
Why are you so nervous?
I'm not.
I've seen you in a lot less at the pool, you know.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You have. Excuse me 1 second.
Sure.
Who is it?
Andy, it's Leanne. Hey! Oh!
Hi.
I'm sorry.
What's happening?
Yes, I thought it'd be a good idea if I saw the house before we closed on it, you know. Okay, Margot, great. Yeah, I'll see you later. Hey, thanks. Great service.
Well, what are wives for, you know?
I can think of a couple of other things.
Oh.
Okay, what's going on? Something's going on behind those gorgeous eyes.
No, nothing but pure passion, darling.
Yeah? Thought I saw a thundercloud there. It's not still about walking into Andy's apartment and seeing me holding Margot, is it?
No, we talked about that last night.
Then what is it?
Oh, you don't want to hear.
Paul.
Paul was very distant last night, and then when he came home, he was the same way, and he's the same way now this morning.
Hon, I can understand you worrying a couple of weeks back when he stayed out all night and he didn't call, but last night he was safe at home in his own bed, and you're still worrying.
All right. I'll stop, I promise. I'll only worry whether you and Paul love the house as much as I do.
I'm sure we will. Is Paul ready?
No. He's in on the phone, talking to Emily.
Well, I mean, you've been working late so many nights. I think a morning in will do you good, so just relax.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I'll take you up on that. Although I am looking forward to seeing this birthday surprise you and Craig cooked up.
Well, you'll see it when you get here.
You okay, Emily? You sound kind of funny.
No, I was just in the middle of a conversation when you called. Somebody came in, so I'm going to get back to that, okay, honey? I'll talk to you later. Bye. Sorry for the interruption. Phone rang, so you were barely done introducing yourself. So you're Brock's father, Philip Lombard. But what do you want with me?
I've heard so much about you from my son. I wanted the pleasure of meeting you myself.
I hardly think that that's the only reason why you're here.
You're right. I've heard from both my son and his wife that you've been seeing a great deal of Brock since he's had business in Oakdale.
Well, if they told you that I've been seeing a lot of Brock, then they must have also told you that it's all in the past.
Well, I'm sure that's not what my son believes.
It is what your son believes. As a matter of fact, he called me just a little while ago to tell me that he wouldn't bother trying to see me anymore. Now, does that answer your question? Let me ask you a question, Mr. Lombard. Why this fatherly visit? But all that Brock has been telling me is that he and Marjorie are so close to finalizing a very civilized divorce.
This isn't the reaction I expected, Brock.
What did you expect, Ellie? I would scream and holler and throw things. I might if I believed you, but I don't. And if you and Craig were lovers, I would have known. I would have felt something different between us when we were at the pond.
We weren't then. It happened after you left.
You came to tell me this? To rub my nose in it?
No. I came here to ask you why Jim Carlisle was calling me out at the farm, Brock.
I tell you how much I love you. I tell you I'm willing to give up everything and start over anew with you. And the only thing you've got to say is that you and Craig Montgomery were lovers?
The reason I told you is because you seem to think that we still have something and we don't.
No, you didn't. You told me just to hurt me. All right. I'm hurt. You see? Does that make you feel happy? Huh? Does it? Make you feel powerful to see me broken and bleeding now? Does that prove how much I love you?
Get your hands off of me!
Okay, just answer me one question, would you? Was it as good with Craig as it was with me?
That's disgusting, and I'm not going to answer.
Will you just answer the question I'm asking you, please? Was it as good with Craig as it always was with me?
As the world turns. This portion brought to you today by Ivory. No deodorants, no perfumes. That's a clean as real as Ivory.
Just answer me. Honestly.
All right. If I have to make such a distasteful comparison, I will. Yes. Yes, Craig was better than you because he's kind and he's gentle. And I don't want to continue this degrading conversation, Brock. I want you to get on the phone, and I want you to call Jim Carlisle. You tell him not to call me at the farm, because I won't return his phone calls. And if this is about the divorce with Marjorie, I don't care if I'm named co-respondent. Because I couldn't be any more degraded than I already have been being with you. And as for your little speech about how much you love me and how you want to leave your bad life in Chicago behind, I've heard it all. You always pull these tricks. When you're desperate, you're just desperate. Brock, go back to Chicago. Into that life that you supposedly don't want anymore. Leave me alone. Leave Emily alone. Go back to Chicago and give this place some serenity.
Swear to God, Ellie. It wasn't a trick this time.
Just how much has my son told you about his divorce?
Not much, just that he and Marjorie are doing everything they can to make it civilized for the sake of the children. Why? Why do you ask me this?
Curiosity. Even with the divorce in the works, I'm concerned about the future of my son and grandchildren.
Mr. Lombard, look, I know that Marjorie's detectives are the one that told her that I'm seeing a lot of Brock. I hope that they also told her that it's over with. I can promise you that.
Believe you. But why, if you don't mind telling me?
I do mind telling you. If you want to find this out, talk to Brock himself, okay?
I assume Ellie Snyder had something to do with it.
No, Ellie Snyder had nothing to do with it. Ellie Snyder has not had anything to do with your son since he came to Oakdale. She's been seeing someone quite seriously, I might add, somebody who's a friend of mine. Now, I'm very uncomfortable with this conversation. I have a lot of work to do, so if you'll excuse me.
Of course. Thank you for your time.
Oh, hello. Reed Jenkins, huh?
Oh, Craig, no. This is Philip Lombard, Brock's father.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Mr. Montgomery, I presume?
Yes.
I'm just on my way out, but it's been a pleasure to meet both of you. And thank you for your time. I hope you won't feel the need to discuss any of this with my son. Oh, I forgot an unnecessary request since you won't be seeing him again. Goodbye.
What was that? Oh.
I don't know. I'll tell you, though, Philip Lombard is as self-assured and cool as Brock Lombard is.
Cool. When I look at Brock Lombard, I don't see cool. I see an egomaniac. I cannot believe the guy went out to the Snyder Pond. He's sitting there talking to Ellie as if they've been friends for years.
Well, why didn't she do anything? Why did she just sit there? Why didn't she send him
Look,
off?
she's trying your tactic, and apparently it worked, because as soon as I got there, he was very polite. He got up, said hello, and he left.
I assume Ellie Snyder had something to do with it.
Look, enough about the Lombards, okay? We got our own fish to fry. So what's happening with Reed Jenkins? Emily? Hello?
The best part about my new pad is living so close to Andy and the Hugheses. They're great.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to work at the yacht club today, right?
Yes, yes. I thought you were working at Fashions.
Yeah, it's just my day off. But I'm going to go back later on and help out because there's going to be a lot of people coming in to pick up their gowns for the ball.
You're crazy to go in on your day off. I guess it's because your grandmother owns the place, right? Must be nice.
It's nice working for her, if that's what you mean.
Well, it's not exactly what I meant. I mean, it's nice how you were able to fall in with the Hughes family and everything. I never had it so easy. I always had to work hard for everything that I got.
Julie, I never had it easy either. I grew up in a work camp in Vietnam. I am sure I would gladly have traded places with you who had this hard life in Seattle that you just keep talking about.
Leanne, hey, I wasn't putting you down or anything. I'm sorry.
Hey, bro. Hey, Stoop, you know what?
Good morning, baby.
What are you doing?
Well, if you don't know, I must be doing it wrong. Since you didn't spend the night last night, I have to get my good morning hug standing up.
I just hear some... Oh. Hey, bro. Look, hi. Thought you were, not working today? What...
Well, no, I got an hour off to go pick up my winnings from my bookie.
Oh, fantastic! Can we go out and celebrate like we used to in Seattle?
No, in fact, I got other plans for it. This time I hit it so big, I can now take you back to Seattle and set you up in your whole new life there. You can be with your family and your friends. Am I a generous guy or what?
So did you come all the way over here just to see me?
No, I didn't. I came to see a man about a robbery. You got a bartender here who was shot last night in a holdup.
Oh, my God. You do such uplifting work.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, you're certainly happier than you were at the christening.
Well, why shouldn't I be? My son hit a horse real big.
Hit a horse?
Yeah, a lot of money.
That's uplifting?
Sure, sure. Hey, well, don't tell Tom, okay?
Oh, great. Your kid's gambling on horses, and you're glad about it. That's wonderful.
You don't let me finish my thought. Now, I don't condone his betting on the horses. He's very good at it. But anyway, with this money, he's going to help Miss Seattle get back home again. Get her out of his life. Then he can start in school in the fall. You doctor, huh?
I don't mean to sound as pessimistic as you usually are. But did it ever occur to you that Miss Seattle is about as good as what she does as Duke is at betting on horses? My God, she is very persuasive with men, if you hadn't noticed. Hey, you guys, did you get my message?
What message?
I left a message for you at the castle with some man named Gibson, as a matter of fact. Duncan found a teenager that was sleeping in his entranceway into the warehouse. So that was the usual story. The kid, he has no money and claims he has no family. Anyway, he got down to the station. He's there now after Duncan bought him some breakfast. You know, he claims he's from the West Coast. He has no family, etc., etc.
Well, where is he right now?
Well, he's at the station. I told him about the Earl Mitchell Center. He agreed that he'd hang out at the station until one of you could go over and talk to him.
Oh, great. Yeah, we'll be right over right after I do my appointment with Dr. Samuels.
Oh, okay.
You know, Shannon, I've seen you here a couple of times. I hope it's not serious.
No. Well, actually, yes, it is serious, but I'm not ill. Margot and Lila already know I'm pregnant, and it's Glenn's baby. I was trying to keep it secret, but Dr. Samuels convinced me that I was just adding stress that I just didn't need right now.
Oh, I see. Well, if there's anything your first employer in Oakdale can do, you just let him know.
Thanks. Give Dusty my love when you talk to him, okay?
Well, as a matter of fact, Lucinda tried to talk to him just today. Called him in London to see if he'd connected with Lily. She's over there. But there was no answer in his flat, and his office said he might be on holiday.
Well, maybe Lily and Dusty are jetting around Europe and Lucinda's playing. You know, I think Lily deserves that. She hasn't had an easy time of it.
Don't we all?
Well, I better get to my appointment. I'll see you later. Bye.
So long.
Bye.
Well, that's a pity, huh?
Shannon doesn't want your pity. I mean, I had a long talk with her last night, and I think she has a very good attitude about the baby.
Besides, it's nice that she has Mark. He's very supportive.
Yeah.
Nice? What's nice about it? What's nice about anything? Maybe that's why she looked so depressed at the christening the other day.
Right. And what was your excuse?
You can let your daughter explain all of that to you.
Don't bother. Don't bother. Come on. How are you really doing?
I'm doing okay. I think I'm glad to be here. Well, I am. I'm much glad to be here and not in Greece like I was last year. Not at the benefit ball. Thank you.
Yeah, I remember. We had to take all those photographs of Tom and Leanne for you.
Oh.
Casey and I, we had such a good time that night. Oh.
Mom, I'm sorry I brought it up. But it just goes to show you how fast things can change, you know? I mean, think about it. Next year, you and Casey will be dancing your little hearts out. I'm sure of it.
How did Tom feel after the christening?
Well, unfortunately, he wasn't great last night. Oh, well, he walked into Annie's apartment and found Hal with his arms around me.
What?
Oh, it's not what you think. I mean, it's not that bad. It was perfectly innocent. I went to go check on Adam because Adam was at Hal. Anyway, Hal had done the same thing, and I walked in, and Hal was saying all kinds of, I don't know, nice things about his feelings for Adam. They were very moving.
Well, I hope you explained that to Tom and Barbara.
Of course I did. Tom and I talked it out when we got home. I just have to keep in mind how sensitive Tom is about, Hal's my relationship, that's all.
Yeah, well, it is for Barbara, too. I hope Hal realizes that. I think Barbara covered her feelings pretty well at the christening, but you could tell it's a big strain for her.
I know. I just wish Barbara would give Hal a child of his own. I truly believe that that would relieve the tension for all of us.
We're just finished renovating, so we don't have to do anything before we move in. And look at this garden. Well?
Yeah, it's, boy, I'm surprised it's in our price range.
I know. It really is a wonderful, wonderful find. But can't you just imagine candlelit suppers out here? It's hard to believe that we're really just in downtown Oakdale. I mean, it's so quiet here.
Yeah, Ma, what about the people on both sides of these walls?
Actually, I asked the realtor about that, and she said that everyone who lives in this row of townhouses is, well, very conscientious of everyone else's privacy, and everyone has a courtyard in the back, and... Oh, come on, don't keep me in suspense. What do you think?
I think it's great. I think it's great.
Well, it's real classy.
Oh, let me tell you about upstairs, all the way upstairs. Well, there are 2 bedrooms on the top floor, and I thought that would be perfect for the nursery and the nanny's room. And the floor below that, well, that's our quarters and the guest rooms. And then, of course, there's the parlor floor, which is, of course, for entertaining. And it really is my dream house. I just love it so much. And, honey, it's closer to the university than where we are now. And we can walk to work.
Yeah, we can sell the cars to move in here.
Paul, what do you think?
It's nice, Ma. It's very unusual.
You know, we can back out of the contract if you don't like it.
Back out?
We
No.
just lose our binder.
No, we will not back out. I don't want to look anymore. We're going to close on this, and we are going to move in as soon as we can.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah, me either. I'm gonna go back in and look around again.
You see what I mean? You see how distant he is?
Oh, come on, hon. Kids his age are a little bit moody. And don't forget, that apartment, he's lived in there for an awful long time.
Yeah, maybe. I just want this to be perfect for us. I want you to be as happy about it as I am. And we can kind of look at it as a whole new beginning. And I think this is a wonderful place to raise that son that I'm going to give you this winter.
Hey, Marta. Hey, how's John Doe doing?
Well, he hasn't hit or bitten anyone yet, but he's plenty got.
Duncan's exaggerating a bit. He did give us a first name, though.
We're not sure it's his own, but he wants to be called Buddy.
Buddy. Well, it's better than Hey You, because that's been taken.
Yeah, well, I think Buddy comes from an educated upper-middle-class family.
He's bright and well-spoken when he chooses to speak.
You know, I can't help thinking about the parents. You know, what they must be going through, wondering where he is, wondering what happened and what they did wrong and what they can do to fix it.
Well, not all parents are responsible enough to care, remember?
And that's the most disgusting part.
When Shannon is coming to pick him up?
I saw her at the hospital, as a matter of fact, and she should be here any minute now.
Well, then I'll make myself
Our new guest.
scarce.
Is he...
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Hi.
Hello. Hi, how are you?
Well, I certainly didn't expect you to be scouting out lodgers for us, Duncan.
Well, as the former owner, I guess I have the right to help populate the castle.
Where is the boy?
He's in with Matt. Why don't I take you and introduce you?
Sure.
Well, are you going to the benefit ball?
Yeah, I think, I actually haven't thought about it a whole lot. I'll probably just have a long day at the castle, and I'll just get dressed and go.
Yeah. About what my day's gonna be like, you know, just get dressed and go. Except for Leanne, she's so excited about it. It'll be kind of fun to dress her up, you know.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh,
you
do her hair.
braids.
This is Buddy.
Oh, here, hi.
Shannon O'Hara. She's the founder and co-director of the Earl Mitchell Center.
How do you do? I'm really glad to meet you. I guess you've heard about our castle. You want to come out and see it now?
Are you going?
Oh, no, but I'm leaving you in good hands. I think you'll find the castle fascinating. I grew up in castles, and I still find them exciting and romantic. And whatever you decide to do, I wish you luck.
Okay, thank you. I really appreciate breakfast.
Listen, thank you for giving me a chance to help. Thanks, everyone, and I'll talk to you later.
Sure.
Bye.
Oh, hello, Duncan.
Hello.
Hope you don't mind my asking again, but have you heard any more rumblings about James?
There will always be rumblings about James, Barbara.
So, how did you like the house?
Well, it's all right. I mean, my mom loves it. It's exactly what she wanted. How are you?
Oh, couldn't be better. Looking forward to tonight, dancing with you, the benefit ball. Is Bianca looking forward to it?
I guess so. You know, I'm a little worried about taking Bianca without getting Tonio's personal permission first.
Paul, did Bianca say anything about when and where Tonio is, when he's going to get back?
No, she didn't, Craig, but every time I ask her, she gets real nervous.
Craig?
Yes.
Do you have a feeling that this trip has something to do with Sierra?
I don't know. There's no second-guessing Tonio, but it might.
Look, how about, since we're all here, we give Paul his other birthday present?
Yeah, let's get through this. What are we waiting for here?
Come on. Good morning.
Ellie,
Hi,
just in
guys.
time to come see my birthday surprise.
You have a birthday surprise.
I'll tell you what, why don't you guys go ahead and we'll meet you there, okay?
There? What do you mean there?
Come on, just keep quiet.
What does this mean?
Oh, that was nice.
It's just like I remembered. Can't stop thinking about last night.
We made the right choice, didn't we? Do you still feel that way?
Sweetie, yes.
I think we need to be careful.
Why? What for?
For people that might try to get in the way of our relationship.
Let him try. You know Brock's father?
Where did that come from?
He was here today.
Philip Lombard?
Yeah, he came to see Emily. She couldn't figure out why. Strange guy.
Yeah.
Jim, I'm only going to say this once. Never, I repeat, never are you to call Ellie Snyder without clearing it with me first. Do you understand? I know the orders came from my father. I am giving the orders around here, and don't you forget it. Since when? I see. I'll call you later, Jim. Jim tells me you're giving orders again, Papa.
That's right.
Since when?
Since I discovered you were allowing your emotions to put Lombard Industries and the welfare of your family and friends at risk. It's warm in here. Mind if I get comfortable?
Papa, nothing I have done has affected the business.
It remains to be seen. You still having thoughts of giving it all up for the love of Ellie Snyder?
It's no longer an issue.
Why not?
That's my concern. Why did you have Jim call Ellie?
For the same reason I went to see Emily Stewart. To protect the world I've built for you. You may have your priorities confused, but I still have mine straight.
This portion portion of As the World Turns has been brought to you today by Scope, the best thing, first thing in the morning. We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment. And now, part 2 of As the World Turns.
Well, here it is. Ta-da!
Wait, are you serious?
Absolutely.
This is all...
Look, this has been empty and used as storage since Holden left, so we cleaned it up and we're gonna
This is
keep it in
amazing.
summer.
I cannot believe this. I bet you this is all your idea, right?
All right, I'll take most of the credit. Honey, I just want you to feel special.
Emily, you always make me feel special. Thank you. Oh, man.
Hey.
Craig, thanks, man. Thanks a lot. This is really great.
Take a bow, Emily.
This is bigger than my office at Walsh. This is incredible.
Amazing. This is just amazing. I mean, this is the best summer. The summer of my first job, my first office, my...
Well, listen, speaking of first, I gotta take this one out to lunch first, so you and I have to go over some stuff in my office. Come on.
I'll meet you out there.
Okay.
Emily, Craig told me that Brock's father came to see you today.
Yes, he did. From the way he made it sound, he's come to visit you a lot, too, huh?
No, I have never even met the man.
Well, Ellie, he talked about you.
Well, what did he say?
He said that he thought the reason why Brock broke it off with me was because of you. But I set him straight. I told him that you were involved with somebody else here and you have no interest in Brock. I just have no idea why he would want to see me.
I don't know either, but I do know that Philip Lombard is a very powerful man. He controls everyone and everything in his life, including his son. Brock probably said something to him about you that piqued his curiosity.
There was no reason for you to go talk to Emily Stewart, Papa. I told you it was over between us.
I know what you told me, but I want verification from her. Been hearing too many stories from you these days.
Like what?
Like the story you told Miss Stewart that you were in the midst of getting a civilized divorce.
Well, I will be if I have my way. And very soon, I might add.
Then I will have to see to it that you don't have your way.
Papa, have you considered that your taking over the business again is going to challenge my position of power? It's going to make us all vulnerable?
A few hours ago, you were talking about giving up your position of power altogether. I can't have someone in charge who's thinking unclearly. That would make us vulnerable. This cloudy thinking of yours has been going on for some time. It began last September when you let L.A. Snyder into something you had no right to involve an outsider in.
I've told you I don't know how many times you have nothing to worry about from Ellie Snyder.
I don't. Well, she may decide to...
No, she won't, Papa. She wants me out of her life and she'll do anything to get it that way. Including make love to another man to prove she's over me.
Oh. Then there may be a simple solution to what could have been a monumental problem. All you have to do is stay away from her. If you can't, if you allow yourself to be ruled by your emotions when there are hundreds of people depending on your judgment, I may have to come in to find another solution. You'll either have your libido under control, my son, or risk losing control in more important areas. Is that clear?
I'm officially on my lunch break, so I can officially relax.
That's good.
I said I can officially relax. Come on, what's wrong with you? Something bothering you? You've been quiet all morning.
No, I'm sorry. It's just that, you know, I can't seem to figure Julie out.
She seems pretty uncomplicated, straightforward. I think that's why she's so much fun.
Oh, well, I guess I can't seem to figure out what's going on between her and Duke.
I don't know about that either.
Well, I mean, he says that he really likes her and he's sleeping with her, so why is he taking the money that he won just so that he can take Julie back to Seattle?
I don't know. But I don't think it's fair for him to ask her to leave this place, quit her job, and go back to a place she doesn't even like. Well, we don't even have to think about that. Besides, I'd rather talk about you.
Really?
Why does that surprise you?
I don't know, I'm just so dull in comparison to Julie.
Get out of here. You're never dull to me. Don't you know that by now?
I'm not trying to fish for any compliments.
No, you're not fishing. You never fish. That's what I like about you.
I don't fish.
Okay, youngsters, disengage.
Hey, dude. Hi.
Hey, bro.
Hey.
Work today? No?
No, I'm on my lunch break. How's she doing?
Oh, great. I chalked up a few points with my manager, recommending her.
Yeah?
Oh, hi.
Hi,
Oh, did Paul get to see the new house?
Not only did he get to see it, but we just closed on it.
Yes,
Oh, congratulations.
Listen, Andy, I'm expecting Duncan McKechnie. Would you show him to our table?
Great.
Hi. Why don't you just have a seat right there?
Oh, thanks,
I'll take
Julie.
special care of you.
Yeah, so we're here.
Just have a minute.
Yeah, well, I need that minute to talk to you.
Andy? Yeah?
Oh,
Come
hi.
on.
I didn't say I was going to ship you back there, Julie. I said I was going to go out there with you and use the money to help you find your new place.
And then you're gonna dump me. Big difference. I got news for you. It's not just that I happen to be crazy about you. I also got myself a new job and a place to live. I'm not gonna go back there to a place that I hate.
Julie, your kids are out there.
I can't see them, Duke, remember? What's happened to you? Man, you were just such a phony anymore. You even made love to me just to get rid of me.
That's not true, and you know it.
Now listen, I know you'd like me to get fired, but that's not gonna happen. The manager happens to like me.
Oh, yeah? What's that supposed to mean?
I know. Guess.
Struck out again, huh?
Hey, what'd you do, follow me?
Yeah, well, I thought you might be able to use my help after she turned down your generous offer this morning. Looks like she did it again.
Yeah, well, right. Well, I can handle it on my own.
Well, I've heard that before.
Oh, yeah? Well, what can you do that I can't?
Offer her the kind of money she can't refuse.
Andy, would you do me a favor? Excuse me. Would you go tell Jessica that I'm here? I don't want to interrupt Barbara now. Okay, thank you.
Jessica?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Duncan McKechnie's over there. He's waiting for you.
Oh, well, okay. Julie, I'll just have the shrimp salad. Okay. Something to drink.
You know, you got the best waitress in the world waiting on you at the...
Yeah, I know. She told us.
I did not. I'll put this over now.
Wonder why Duncan didn't come over here himself. I keep thinking he's hiding something from us about James.
Yeah, I get the same feeling, but I'm not interested in any more hunches. I'd just rather believe the NYPD report that says James Stenbeck is dead.
Me too.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Emma.
Hey, guys.
Hi, Paul.
How you doing?
All right.
Well, so that is the tour of the castle. Now, we don't have too many rules here, but we do have a few. You need those anytime you have a group of people living together.
Yeah. And listen, anytime that you want to call your parents, just tell Mark or me or Mr. Gibson, our counselor.
Right. Well, I won't because I don't have any.
Okay. Listen, are there any sports or hobbies or anything that you want to keep yourself occupied with?
Not really. Does Mr. McKechnie come out often?
No, he doesn't. You really liked him, didn't you?
Well, I've met a lot of people since I have been on my own, and most of them just brushed me off or treated me like a criminal.
Yeah.
He wasn't like that.
Made a big impression on you, didn't he?
Listen, I tell you what, why don't I take you into Mr. Gibson's office now, and you two can get better acquainted. What do you say? No, that's okay. I know. I can find it. I know the way. All right. Well, we'll see you a little later, okay? Glad you're here.
Oh, boy.
You know, it wasn't easy for you seeing Duncan at the station.
No, but I don't know. It's good that I saw him be so compassionate with Buddy. I mean, I know I can never have a future with him. I don't want to, but I also don't want to just have negative thoughts about him. I hope you can understand how I'd rather remember the good things rather than all the bad.
Of course I understand. You know something? I've been wanting to do that for a very long time.
I'm glad you
Oh, hi there.
Hi, you.
Thought the rules said no fraternizing in this place. Or is that just for us inmates?
Taking care of 3 babies. You're calling this a vacation?
Oh, there are 2 of us.
Yeah. Brian could use them out near.
In the place that James Stenbeck hid out in for so long.
Thank you, Craig. That makes us feel right at home up there.
Sorry.
Craig, I have to ask you something.
Ow, Ma.
I just wanted to go over a few things with you, but...
So, is it my imagination, or are you and Craig getting closer?
Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to be careful hanging out with a trained detective.
Well, I don't think it's the detective so much as the woman. By the way, I approve.
Thank you, Margot. Of course, I'm not fooling myself with him.
What does that mean?
Well, you heard all the talk about Tonio's mysterious trip. I think there's a big part of Craig that wants to start a new life with someone else, and there's another big part of him that still wishes Sierra's alive.
God, I hope he's realistic enough to realize that he can't go on hoping forever. Besides, better watch out. When the time comes, my brother is very impetuous, and he might just whisk you off to the justice of the peace.
You may think you're in love with Craig, but you'll never be over your attraction to me. Do you want to make the mistake of marrying him and finding out the hard way that he can't satisfy you the way I can?
Ellie, did I say something wrong?
No, you didn't say anything
No, I
wrong.
usually do.
No, you didn't. I was thinking about what you said about Craig and waltzing me off to the justice.
Well, you know something, it can happen. I gotta go back to work now.
I don't know, Mama. Some nights I still wake up in a cold sweat. Think about Tonio's theory of James holding Sierra prisoner.
I will see you tonight. I'm gonna go say goodbye to Jess.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, your new office sounds great.
Yeah, it is.
Listen, about the house, your mother is real fond of it, and it is a real house.
I know. I got the message.
I'll see you, Em.
All right.
See you tonight.
Yes. And I want to wish you guys the best in your new home.
Oh,
Thanks.
thank you.
Congratulations.
Every happiness.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Oh, and Duncan, if you have any more hunches about James Stenbeck, I'd appreciate it if you let me know.
So, you want to join me for lunch?
No, I'll sit with you.
How long do you think it will take you to draw up those documents?
It shouldn't take very long, but why are you in such a hurry to have a new will? Duncan, does this have anything to do with James?
Jessica, I can't say anymore.
Hello, Paul. Emily.
Anything hot?
Huh. Well, call the bartender's testimony, that wounded guy. He's got the same M.O. as the other hold-up victims we've been chasing.
Damn it, I really wish we could crack this one.
Well, it'll give you something to do while I'm away on vacation.
I didn't know you were going away. Where are you going?
Well, it's a little use it or lose it time. Ellen Stewart was very kind and offered the cabin, so I'll probably go up there with Mama because Tom can't get away. We'll get the kids, Kate and Bryant and Adam together and play.
Well, that's good. I hate to think of you all alone up there, you know.
So, how was the house?
Great.
Great? I mean, how about a little more descriptive word than great?
It's fairly formal with a kind of tailored backyard and lots of bedrooms.
Well, that sounds very nice. I'm eager to see it. This is what I got from the bartender.
How would you feel about my driving up and spending some time with you and Adam while you're at the Stewart cabin?
Well, I think it's time we get back to the office, huh?
Oh, you go get started getting changed, and I'll catch up with you, okay? It's okay.
All right.
Well, now that the Boy Scouts have left, I just wanted to take this opportunity to apologize for my father coming by to see you today.
Yeah, well, I still have no idea why he was there.
Well, as I told you, he's a very dedicated family man. He's not at all resigned to the idea of my having a divorce. Roger's private detective said that I was seeing you, so...
Yes, I told him that was all over with. He seemed to think it had something to do with Ellie Snyder.
No, I gotta look like I'm busy.
My pleasure, boys and girls.
Thanks, Bob. Thank you.
Thanks, Pop.
You're welcome.
Hope you enjoyed your lunch, Dr. Dixon.
Yes, it was very nice, very nice. Here, this should prove it.
What is this?
It's to start a new life away from here, away from my son.
I don't think we should be doing this in Paul's office.
Why?
Because,
Better than doing it in the elevator.
well, I don't know. No, I gotta get to work. I'm gonna be late, and I'm gonna get fired.
All right, well, do me a favor. Let me just lock up the other offices, and then I'll take you there to work. Okay. Oh, by the way, in case I haven't told you enough today. What? Last night, that was,
Why do you keep bringing up that night in September?
Because I'm still ashamed of what you made me do, and I'll never get over it.
It just keeps getting better. How can it be?
I think it's because of these cool September nights. I love them.
Yes. You know, I never would have believed I could love you more than I did last September. But I do. And I'll love you more every season. I need you to do something for me. You know, something I never asked you to do before. You know, I wouldn't ask you this if I didn't love you so.
What? What is it? What do you want me to do?
This portion of As the World Turns has been brought to you by Oreo Cookies from Nabisco. Stay tuned for Guiding Light, next on most of these CBS stations. Fashions by Regina Porter. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.
This is CBS.